Welcome to an exciting episode 2 Bar Connections with your hosts, Jesse and
James. What's going on, everybody?
What is going on indeed? So we are recording just a few days after the Game Awards, the big annual gaming Oscars that comes around every year. And once again, everyone is pissed off. But before we get into all of that, we're going to have a quick story and tribute to Katsuhiro Harada, who was the leader for Tekken for the past 30 years. He is apparently leaving Bandai Namco after working with them for 30 years. We also have Xbox, friend of the podcast, apparently being outsold by a Next Playground. And if you haven't heard of Next Playground, don't worry, because neither have we, but it's fucking hilarious to think that a little tiny Connect box outsold Xbox over Black Friday. But before we get into all that, how have you been?
Dude, I've been resting pretty well. Well, we've been playing Marvel Rivals. We got to play Rogue. Well, you got to play Rogue. I got to play as your husband Gambit. And dude, pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, and I think I'm starting to understand and play Gambit a lot better than I did when we played him the first time. Also, I got a lot of Arc Raiders in. Freaking love that game. It's amazing. I even played it with some of my coworkers, and it's pretty freaking dope. They actually just unveiled their winter season event, where they actually introduced a map condition called Cold Snap, where the map is snowing, and you collect these special berries that you can use for the winter event. However, if you stay outside for too long, you start to you start to take damage.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so you have Arc, you have other players, and now you have the weather.
And is there ways to stay warm, or is it just purely you just have to get out?
You have to get into a building.
Wow. Okay.
And not every cover actually qualifies as shelter. So you kind of have to you have to just go into buildings and truly enclosed spaces. You can't just like go under a tree or under like a scaffolding. It won't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
cool.
And so I'm still glazing that game. I still think it's freaking dope. So we'll talk about it later when we talk about the Game Awards. But it deserves its place. Actually, this game makes me want to try the finals even more now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to try and give that a whirl. I wouldn't mind playing the finals. But
and
would you say your game of the year? Because I mean, I know you haven't played too many games from this year, but you've played like 3 or 4 of them at this point. Because you played Wilds, you've played Arc Raiders.
Yes.
I feel like there's a third one that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know you've played at least 3 games this year.
I picked up Mega Bonk like.
I tried Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk was another one.
Yeah. So, because I got a Steam Deck. I will explain how that came to be after Christmas, but I have a Steam Deck, so now I'm trying to pick up games for it so that I can justify my purchase. So I'm trying to get games that are good on Switch. I even Kingdom Hearts games that I picked up, like the package deal when they finally released on Steam. They were having like a good deal for it. I think I got all 3 bundles, because it's Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and Kingdom Hearts
1.5 Remix Saturn Omega Edition, whatever.
Yeah, Omega Edition. Yeah.
And then 2.8 Pi plus 2, 4, 5.
No, 2.8 is the second bundle.
Okay.
2.8 final.
I'm sorry, I don't know why.
No, it's funny because Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix, are in one package, along with Chain of Memories, 300 and whatever days, and Birth by Sleep. No, the fraction makes no fucking sense. And that's the first bundle, and then the second bundle is Kingdom Hearts 2.8 final mix for real this time. I'm like, okay, so I have Kingdom Hearts 2.5 and Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and really, when you look at all of it in a vacuum together, it really is so confusing. You wonder like, what the fuck was going on with Square and their numbering system and the plot in general.
What in the Tetsuya and where the fuck is going on?
Yeah. So I started playing that, and dude, it runs beautifully. Like, all 3 of them are verified on deck. I'm just playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and dude, that thing runs flawlessly. flawlessly, no issues. I mean, there's some like glitches with like the shadow effects for the characters, but other than that, dude, it actually runs pretty good. I was shocked. So I played that, and then I saw that Megabonk was on sale for like $7, so I picked that up, and that's my first, I guess, roguelike, like quote unquote, just because of the because of like the gameplay behind it, but also, man, I don't even know how you would describe a game like
it's
Megabonk.
It's 3D Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, but that Vampire Survivor where you're running around the map and auto shooting crap.
Yeah. Like,
does that have a name?
Bullet Heaven is what people are trying to call it.
Oh, okay,
the opposite of a bullet hell. So like instead of you like dodging a million bullets, like you're the one shooting a million bullets.
Yes, yeah, and it's actually pretty cool because you get access to different characters, then you get access to different weapons, which then you buy the weapon to unlock the characters that main that weapon. And I unlocked a character called Mega Chad that literally his power is aura. So he has a little aura. I swear to Christ, he has an aura around him, and any enemies that go into that aura takes damage. And his power up is every couple seconds he flexes and he negates all damage and knocks people back. And he also he flexes like that with his arm, and then he flexes like that, and literally walks around the map like. and when you upgrade the aura, it does more damage, but also it gets bigger. So the aura gets bigger, so it stretches further out, so you can clear mobs of enemies super easy, super easy.
What's he called?
It's Megabonk, Mega Chad. Mega Chad, yeah, Mega Chad. Build, yeah.
That's so fun.
There he is. That's him. Look.
Okay, this is really funny. Okay,
sorry. So this is Mega Chad. So this is the game. You go around and you can pick up items, and every time you level up, you can, spend it on upgrades for either the aura.
So just standing in it, it damages them. That's.
Yep, exactly. And yeah. And watch when he actually stands still, because he'll.
Well, we'll see if he actually does stand still. But yeah, I see what you meant. The walks like just.
Yeah, he just kind of like.
He got that strut too.
Dude, he's my favorite. Well, he's my favorite character, but as far as like actual function, my favorite character is actually a skeleton that skateboards.
Oh really? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you're really selling this game to me.
yeah. No, dude, it's literally bonkers. Like it's in the name, Mega Bonk, but it's Mega Bonkers for real. Yeah, and then there's like these shrines that if you charge and unlock, they give you rewards, as you can see. Oh, there he goes. There you go. You see him flex.
Yeah, it's too bad this game, the creator of this decided to pull out. Well, I mean, I guess he kind of felt compelled to pull out because technically it's not his debut game, because there was that whole fiasco with it where he just suddenly pulled out the Game Awards. We did not cover it. We were supposed to.
Game?
We were supposed to. We had a bunch of stuff we were supposed to cover, and then things just didn't work out, so we kind of just skipped over all the stories and just went straight to the Game Awards.
Okay, well, I know we did talk about it, but I could have sworn we at least mentioned it. But whatever, it's fine. But yeah, so this is the game. I think this is the game that he ended up, I don't know, pulling out or whatever you call it. But fun game for the Steam Deck, and because it's like such a cheap. I mean, memory-wise, it's a cheap game. It loads instantly. Like, it literally loads within 3 seconds. So,
I mean, I'd hope so. It has the graphical quality of RuneScape. So,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I'm trying to build my library up. I'm waiting for the winter sale because I want to pick up the original Hades, because our good friend Rohan he doesn't play many games anymore, but he still finds time to play that game, so that's got to be something special.
Yeah, he laces that shit hard, and he's on that Hades too.
Dude, yeah, man, he really does, and he's got taste. So I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to pick it up, and this holiday sale, I'm gonna pick that up. And also, Dave the Diver was recommended to me as well, so I'm gonna pick that up as well to fill up my Steam library.
Okay, so you're looking for games that are particularly Steam Deck friendly.
Yeah, Steam Deck friendly, that doesn't require much thinking, that I don't need a strategy guide for.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I just want to pick up and play, Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it's pretty good, because I actually use it to, when I'm spending time with my parents, on the couch, like we're watching football and shit, and I'm able to game while still, chatting with them because these games don't require much brain power. So
Yeah, it's a good second screen game, as a lot of people like to say.
yeah, it is. It's pretty good. I mean, you could probably run your auto clicker on yours. So
Oh yeah, just leave it on. Just leave it there. Yeah, clicker heroes. I got back on that after like not playing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
You just turn it on. You just farm your shit, click a few buttons, upgrade your guys, and just watch the numbers go pew pew, and then you just farm free dopamine off that.
Yep.
While watching monsters just explode automatically.
Well, kind of the same thing with Megabuck, except you do have to jump around and move a bit like he was doing. So
yeah, no, I've definitely seen people describe like Vampire Survivors and Megabuck as like pure dopamine farm. It's just a dopamine farming simulator. It's just, oh my god, it's so addicting. I have to just keep going.
No, it is, bro. And especially when you start to unlock like the good rewards and like everything explodes. Like hell yeah. However, it is made though so that you can't be overpowered forever. Because it does have stages. You have like 8 minutes to find the boss of the level, and then depending on if you're in a higher tier, you have to take the portal to the next tier of the level. So in tier 1, once you beat the boss portal, all you have to do is survive. And then the final wave is these ghosts that just speed at you, but eventually they turn into dark ghosts, which are super powerful and can like come at you fast and also hit hard. So it doesn't lend itself to where you could just stay there forever. Like eventually they like you'll end up losing. So it's really just a matter of how many can you kill, and they actually have a leaderboard on how many monsters you kill before you die. And I think the highest I've seen is 1.8 million.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
how high have you gotten?
I don't know. I gotta check.
Okay.
But I'm ranked. I think I have been ranked top 40%.
Ooh,
it did tell me that. Like, yeah, that's my highest record. So, but that's like rank, I think 28, 42,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they rank the top 10 and then they rank you where you're at. And I'm like, oh, wow, I am so far away from from the top. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Oh, yeah. But what about you, bro? How about what games have you been playing? Oh, well, actually, you can explain it. We'll get into it later. The game, the demo that we tried.
Yeah. Well, first, like you said, we played Marvel Rivals. We got to play Rogue, and she's really fun. She's a lot of fun actually. But she's like a brawler, but she has like some like minor dive capabilities. So she has her E where she like comes forward, like does like a up kick up into the air, and then from there you can dive down to do more damage, or you can press down left click to like kick out these energy blasts from your feet.
Yeah.
And then from there, like you just dive down, and then she has her shift, which causes her to spawn like an energy ring that does damage to the enemy and then pulls them in towards her. And then she has her right click, which is a block that she does. And with that block, you absorb energy from any damage you take. And then if you press left click, she can hit you with all the damage that she has stored up. It kind of sucks though, to be honest. Like I'd say that's like my biggest complaint with her is that that block is it's balls. It drains so fast. The block itself drains really fast, and the energy you store up like drains almost instantly. So half the time, like you hit them with like barely any additional energy left, unless like you're running up to them and they're actively shooting you the entire time. You're almost always gonna be hitting them with like 0 energy, and it does pretty low damage at that point. But you can combo into it. Like you can do, because her regular left click is like just a punch combo. Like like a lot of tanks in the game that do punch. She just goes like and then does like a double fist. So you can cancel the double fist into her bash, shoulder bash from the guard to get like some additional burst damage. So she's a very bursty hero. Like she can delete you really fucking quickly. It's really shocking how fast she can delete you. Like she's probably got some of the highest burst damage. Yeah, she's probably got some of the highest burst damage out of all the tanks in the game, if not the highest. Like I think maybe. Yeah, I'd say like she probably does have like the highest burst damage out of all the tanks. Emma would probably be like a close second when she chokes you.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
But then on top of all that, she has her F, which she uses to absorb your your powers pretty much, and she'll take one ability from you and she'll get bonuses depending on what role you are. So if she absorbs a tank, she gains an extra 125 health. If she absorbs a support, she gets 20 health per second. If she absorbs DPS, her damage boost gets increased by 20%.
That I did not know. I thought it was just the power of whatever hero she absorbs.
No, she gets the power, and then she also gets a bonus on top of it as well. And then on top of all that, she has her ultimate, which is probably the most interesting part of her kit, because her ultimate actually drains ultimate charge from other characters. Mm-hmm. So in a way, she's kind of like a little bit of a soft counter to the supports, because you can drain their ultimates before they have a chance to get them off. Or at least, apply pressure to them, so that way it's a lot harder for them to get it off in time. Yes. I mean, I find a lot of times, because it's very restricted, right? It doesn't actually start draining ultimate charge unless you're above 80, and you can't drain it past 80%.
Yes.
But this is Marvel Rivals. Like, amazing 20% doesn't mean fucking dick. That's like 10 seconds of waiting. It's like, you shoot your tank like 2 or 3 times, and like you're at 100% at that point. So sometimes it feels like, did I really do anything with this ultimate? Like, it's kind of ridiculous how fast you can get ultimates in that game, and they try to have Rogue be like this like soft answer to it. So like, don't expect to be completely shutting down, ultimates across the board. It's more like an active pressure tool more than anything else.
Yeah, which that's the way it should be. We can't have people just hard countering, because then that becomes the meta, and that becomes what everyone plays. There should be soft counters so that there's play between other heroes, so that it's a swapping game that you play with the other team, instead of it being a set role. Like, if you don't like you said it succinctly. I don't know if on camera or with our friend Manny. If you don't pick this character, you essentially throw the game, kind of deal. Which it sucks, because really the goal should be to have variety. Well,
I'll talk about supports in that case.
Oh yeah.
Now, talk about supports. It's like if you don't pick the 5 supports that have ultimates that just make your team not die and put the game on pause, like, you're throwing. Like, if you pick out a Warlock, you're throwing. If you pick Mantis, you're throwing. If you don't, you have to pick Invisible Woman. You have to pick Gambit, even though Gambit's like ultimate technically it's not a everything lives forever ultimate. It's still super powerful because it gives you fucking everything. It heals you, it gives you bonus damage, you move faster, you jump more, you jump higher, you get purified, your ultimate's charge faster. It just does everything. So at that point, it's like, well, why would you not pick this? Also, the Gambit's kit is just amazing. Like, he has everything. He can do everything in the game. He's probably the best support in the game, which is
Now that I finally learned how to play him, I agree with you on that. Like, I like playing Gambit a lot.
Which is funny because we had you would have had us fooled if you played with this one fucking guy. Literally, our first game. Like, this is how you know the Marvel Rivals community is fucking special, man. Because our first game of season 5 with Rogue and Gambit, we had
it was
the weirdest game ever, dude. We were playing on, I forgot what the map's called, but it's the Dracula map.
Yeah,
Dracula's castle.
Where you escort the squirrel god. I can't pronounce it.
Radin Score, I think his name is. Yeah, Radin Score, so that you can lead him to Dracula's castle and stuff, right? So, first point, we had, I don't even remember what our composition was. I think we had.
Dude, I don't know what it was either, but we got fucking.
They literally just ran up to us. They just held W the entire time, and for some reason, everyone was just backing up the whole time. And scattering like roaches instead of grouping up together. Like, they were running like a rogue and like a Mr. Fantastic. Were they running Mr. Fantastic? I don't remember. I think it was Iron Fist. I think it was like a rogue and Iron Fist. And like, but that's all they had was a rogue. It's like, what? How are we losing when they only have a rogue? We had a Magneto and a rogue. Like, I was playing Magneto and the other person was playing rogue, but they fucking sucked. They just fed the entire time.
No, they were hard feeding.
They were just hard feeding the entire fucking time. Meanwhile, you and your support are just running for your lives, like, all the way back.
Yeah.
The DPS, I don't know what the hell the DPS are doing. Like, we just exploded all of a sudden. Like, what the hell's happening? So they just got first point immediately, and they pushed us like super hard, had a ton of time on the final point, and somehow we hard held them. We made some switches.
We hard held them? Yeah, we did.
And I was the only tank. And I'm like, you know what? Since we have these baboons on our team, I'm just going to play Rogue, and that's it, because I have nothing to lose at this point. I was trying to have a little fun, and somehow we full held them. This guy on our team had the fucking balls to go on voice comm and go, Yeah, so can we get off the Gambit? We don't even need a Gambit at this time. And James immediately goes, "Who the fuck said that?" we didn't go in calm, obviously. Like we were flaming like behind,
like in our Discord chat. But I was like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Like bro, we just fucking full held them. And Gambit is the best fucking support in the game, and he gives me on Rogue a team up, which is a great team up, by the way, because it heals everybody on the team and it increases how much damage I do.
Not according to him. Not according to him.
Like, no, it's not that good, guys. We should probably
the team was not that good, and then you got pissed. You're like, what the fuck you mean?
I literally looked it up on the wiki, and it says 55 heals per hit. She punches like 2 or 3 times every second, so you're healing for 100 plus health a second.
Yeah,
okay.
Bro.
And you get boosted damage.
So no, fuck that guy.
And then when we were on attack, I got off the road because like we were just struggling. So I got off the road, and he's like, "Okay, so now we don't have the road. Can we get off the Gambit now?" Like
dude, he would not. Dude, he would not. And it was the invisible woman. It was our other healer. It was our other support that was complaining. So
like I really want to know in his mind, like what was the better alternative pick versus Gambit and Invisible Woman, who are literally meta right now because they're the 2 best supports in the game.
Yeah. But yeah, I was upset. And you know what? I was also a little bit tilted too, because I think no, it wasn't it was Iron Fist and Moon Knight that were giving me problems.
That's right, it was a Moon Knight.
Yeah, it was a Moon Knight, and I remember because I got a little bit upset because I killed the Moon Knight with like the FF, and I launched the cards or whatever, and I was like, yeah, fuck out of here, ho. Like I was like, yeah, like I was getting amped up. So I was amped. So when he said that, I got like I got a little bit tilted.
You're killing my vibe here, man.
No, bro, you're gonna kill the vibe. And I had done some good plays on the hold. So I was like, okay, all right, cool. All right, so Gambit is the play. Maybe I just had to play better, Easy.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best support in the game. Like, there's no reason not to play him unless he's banned.
Yeah, but we managed to eke out a win with that, which was incredible. And then the second game, actually, I remember those 2 games because I think I had to go to work. So both of those games we struggled hard, and we eked out wins with that. It was great.
No, they were hard. Hard.
They were hard. Oh man, and then we the game with your cousin the day before last. Or
yeah, that was also hard.
Bro,
I just had a hell of a shooting, killing all of us from fucking mile away.
Yeah, and of course no one.
And I can only do so much when I'm playing.
Me too. The cards don't travel that far, and also they travel like this. It's not a hit scan. So I did my best, but I did get on point and ulted.
Yep, you saved us.
Yeah,
you saved the game.
I was really happy that worked because I was fully ready for that. I was ready to go into overtime.
Yeah, you're gonna go into overtime, and I don't know if you would have won if we went to overtime with the way these guys were playing.
Yeah, dude. But I'm happy.
Yeah, it was a good time. So outside of that, I played more than 2 demos, but really just 2 demos that I really want to talk about just real quick. One that we both played, so we can talk about that after I talk about this first one here. And that whoops. That's the wrong one. We're not gonna get to that just yet. But the first one is for a game called Queen's Domain, and you know how much I love King's Field, right? Like it's become like the most flawed gem of a game I've ever played in my life. Like it is, I have described it as the best game I would never recommend to anybody, unless you're just like a psycho like me. Like you just like slow as fuck broody games that just get hard carried by their atmosphere. It's like you don't play King's Field for its gameplay, right? You don't play it for the combat, because the combat is balls, to be honest.
Yes, for sure.
And it's slow as molasses, and it's obtuse, and it can be very frustrating to like go around. But my god, like the level of atmosphere and satisfaction you get from just exploring the game and getting lost and immersed in the levels is top tier. And this game, Queen's Domain, is pretty much an indie version of it, being developed by just 2 or 3 people. The demo just came out very recently, And well, I mean, this is gameplay footage from Dungeon Chill, who's a channel that I'm subscribed to. That he covered the game. He also covers like a lot of like more niche G games, a lot of Japanese only RPG games. It's a really cool channel. I highly recommend it. He does like video essays on a lot of really cool hidden games that you would have never heard of otherwise. But he really loves Kingsfield, so he did coverage on the demo for this. And this game just gets it. Like it understands what it means to be a Kingsfield game. It's all about, exploration and atmosphere. The music is fucking incredible as like you're going through the island. It's playing these super infectiously catchy tunes. And then on top of that, like it also updates like the combat for it. So it's not like just, in Kingsfield, you just wait for the bar to go up and you go and then back away, right? Like they added a lot of really cool like new mechanics. So like you can actually charge up attacks for like more power attacks. Every weapon has like alternate attacks. It's not just one attack type. So like the sword, for example, has like, your basic slash, but then you can stab, do a stabbing motion. It actually launches you forward. And the cool thing is in the demo, you can actually go out of bounds with it because there's a physics bug with the thrust. So like if you thrust and like you mash the jump button, it sends you flying across. And developers in the forum were like, yeah, we're just gonna keep it in. It's fine. It's cool. So I was able to actually get into out of bounds areas that you weren't supposed to get to because the demo's like it's a pretty meaty demo, but like there's definitely like areas that you're not supposed to go to. So like when you start off, right, you start off on a beach and then you go to like a fork in the road after you walk down to the beach, and there's like two paths. There's one path that's blocked by a wooden barricade, and then to your right there's like a temple that's there, and there's a knight there. So you have to talk to the knight, and I had to like, the king, your dad, went inside the mausoleum and it's shut down. Like we don't know how to get in there. But there's other knights around the area. Like try and save them. Here, take the sword. So you take the sword and you break the barricade, and then you're free to explore the rest of the island. So you break the barricade, and there's two more paths. Right, you can take a left, and if you go left, then it goes up to like a plateau with like an elevator that's locked, and then like these like eyeballs are like on the towers that like shoot lasers at you and shit. So you have to like avoid them while like fighting off like all the monster bugs that are around there. And then eventually like you go down, you go down the plateau. There's like a cliffside. You go down the cliffside, and you end up on another beach. Another beach, like a little isolated island with like throwing knives on it. So the throwing knives, you can actually kill those piece of shit eyeballs that are like out of your reach. So like the game does a very good job at like stepping up your progression via exploration, right? It's kind of like it's got that Metroidvania-ism in it, which is why I love Kingsfield so much. Is because Kingsfield has that Metroidvania like progression to it, where it's like you have these cool interconnected levels with these items that the game trusts you to find and try and figure out like how to use it to like better progress through it. So then you play through it, like you go around the island. Eventually, like you go down a dungeon, and then the dungeon has like a key, and the key unlocks the boss, and then you beat the boss, and then at the end there's like a holy sword that you can pick up, and then the demo ends right there. And apparently that sword lets you like dash and like fly up in the air. So like you can actually use it to get to new areas. But because of the physics bug that I mentioned before, you don't have to do that, at least not for all of them. There's one spot like you can't reach no matter what. Like you need the holy sword to get it. But so like when I said that, when you go past the barricade and then you can go left or right. You can go left to the plateau or right to like another area. So if you go right, it goes up to a cliff, and then the cliff, there's like a gap, and then there's another cliff there. So you can actually use the physics bug, to jump over that gap and get to the other area. And then from there, like I discovered like new monsters that like weren't there before. Discovered like new items. Like I found like some upgrades that you can get. Like you can find like hidden meals around the island, and it'll actually increases your stats and stuff. So. So all that kind of blew my mind. Like it really felt like, man, I'm discovering this game like little by little, and it felt great to like go into the forums and people were like finding stuff, like sharing it with each other, and we were all just like exploring around the island, trying to find out like new secrets.
Yeah.
So great game. I can't wait for it. And then the other game I can't wait for.
Neither of us can't wait for it.
Yeah, neither of us can't wait for it. And it came as a big surprise because this is a game that didn't show up for a very long time, right? And that is Pragmata, which, was supposed to come out in 2022, but Capcom delayed. And of course we had, that infamous delayed trailer where, Diana, the little girl android here, was drawing, and she was like, wrote the 2022, hey, we're coming out 2022. The next trailer she wrote out, scratched it out, 2023, and then she scratched it out again, and it's like, yeah, we don't know. They just put a question mark, fucking, we're releasing. Sorry. So this demo is kind of cool because it's called the Sketchbook demo. And it's kind of a little bit meta almost because it opens up with that trailer, right? And so it's a trailer of like Diana working on the sketchbook while the main character Hugh is like fighting robots and going like, "Hey, you gonna help me out or what? What the hell are you doing there?" And then that's pretty much the demo's tutorial. So
Yes.
gotta lower this volume a little bit.
Yeah.
So you also played this demo as well,
Yes, I did.
and what came as a surprise to you, because I knew about this already, was that the game is like an action game, but it's also a puzzle game at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I need your hack in here.
So like when you fight the robots, if you try and shoot them without hacking them first, they'll do like dig for damage, pretty much. And the game shows you that immediately. That like while she's she's busy drawing her little sketch, like you have to shoot the robots, and you see you do like balls for damage. And then Diana comes into the mix, and then when you hack them, right, the little grid shows up, and then you got to press buttons and move your cursor along it to get to the green symbol, so that way you can open them up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what are your thoughts on it so far? Because I've been kind of yapping about it.
Well, yeah. Well, I was giving you a chance to give you to let you talk about it. But for me, it came as a big surprise because when you first described it to me, because you played the demo before me, I played it a day after because I think I was working or something. Yeah, I was working, and then you described it as a PS2 era type of game.
Yeah, it's a video game as video game. It's very arcadey. You have like guns that are like floating in the air and stuff, like glowing, and you have like power-ups that you can pick up. So that's why I said like, it felt like an old school like PS2 action game.
First, we get the power.
And you actually nailed that comparison right on the head. Just, a PS2 game that's been uplifted graphics-wise, but gameplay-wise, it's good. And also, like, honestly, right now, at least, it feels like Dead Space-ish.
What? This is my fault?
Because, you're finding logs, you're trapped on a space station, but you actually have, like, someone to talk with. But also, the androids look creepy as fuck. Like, especially, like, the
enemy androids?
Ones. Yeah. The enemy androids. Like, the human ones. Because they actually have, like, kind of a face.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I would say also system shock. Because, I mean, it looks like there's a rogue AI, impeding your progress. And, well, I know how much you like system shock.
I see that yellow box there, now that I see it. Yeah, I think that yellow box might have currency. I just couldn't reach it. I just see it now on replay. I didn't see it before. I just want to see if I got in that box.
Well, there was actually another box right there above you in that area that I tried to get to like 3 times, but it wouldn't work. But in any case, so I really liked the shooting mechanics of it. The cursor speed was very slow.
Oh yeah, it was like, what the fuck is this? I actually switched the controller.
I looked down and cleaned my mouse pad because I thought, oh shit, like I must have gotten something on the pad to make it move so slow or whatever.
No, but the thing was low. It was like a 0.5 or something like that. I was like, what the hell? Why is it so low?
Yes, I don't know why it was so low, but the sensitivity was kind of a turn off for me. But then I was, I'm in combat, so let me just see how it works. Maybe I can adapt to it. And then I got into the hacking minigame where Diana's introduced firstly, and they're like, okay, here, press this button, and then use it to hack the computer. And it turns out it was fluid as hell. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know, because I know you played it on controller, and you felt like you said it was super awkward on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. I didn't like the way it felt.
For me, it actually felt super natural because it was like, I was shooting. So this is the keyboard hand. This is the mouse hand. I was, shooting whatever, and then I initiated hack mode with the side button, and I only went.
Yep. I think the thing is like moving and aiming while hacking at the same time felt very awkward, like having to like drag my mouse along, and it was kind of throwing off my aim at the same time. Like with the controller, you just hold down L2 and just aim like you normally would, and then you just move around the left stick and aim with the right stick, and then use the face buttons to input the navigation on the grid. And it felt really snappy that way. Like it felt really good to just go like ding, 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 like it was like I was punching a cheat code.
Yeah, well, for me, like I said, it felt good simply because when you hold the button to hack, it doesn't. For me, I didn't notice any movement in my cursor for aiming. Like all it did was move like the little cursor to hack, and then once it hacked, it immediately took you out of hacking mode, and then your aim, my aim at least, it still felt like it was right on target. So I like the first time I hacked successfully and killed the android, I was like, holy shit, that was fucking cool. I really liked the way that feels in my hand. And then you go through and then you start to like what we're doing now. You start to get more heavy enemies. So it's about like hacking continuously, because the first android, you hack them and then you kill them in like 3 shots. But this little beefy boy, so it takes a little bit longer. And then you also have the power-ups that can make your hack even more effective. And then it also taught you about like the dashing, which I didn't get to do that much. I think I did it once, like the dodging. Like,
I didn't do too much dodging. Although you played it more than once, right?
Well, I played it more than once, and on the second, I only played it twice though. On the second run, I did I don't even know what you call it, like the perfect dodge, where like time slows down and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. So that's something that I definitely want to incorporate and probably nail and get good at once the game comes out fully.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because the combat, like when you throw in the puzzle hacking into it, like it adds, it makes the game feel kind of like almost chess-like in a way, because like you have to prioritize like which ones to hack first, right? Because you have like the little shits that like shoot you, well, meanwhile like the walkers are like walking around trying to hit you, and then you got the big guys who are like trying to stomp on the ground and stuff. But then you have multiple like different weapons. So you start with a pistol. The pistol's balls, but it has infinite ammo.
Wait.
What?
Pistol's not balls. Headshots with the pistol is great.
It feels like shit to shoot. It's like pew, pew, pew.
Nah.
It didn't feel that good.
Pistol gets the job done. Okay, you just have to aim for the head.
I mean, I did do that, but still, like, just in terms of feel, it just didn't feel good.
Okay,
but then hold on, wait. But then after a while, like I kind of figured, like, what if I play this game faster, right? Because this is my first playthrough, so I played that like, kind of slow. Like if you play it kind of fast and like you're constantly like switching weapons, it felt really like good to do, because it's like, because you have your pistol and you have your one weapon that's like an offensive weapon that you pick. In this case, it was a shotgun and a charge beam that you can get, and then you have like a utility-based weapon, which is only the stasis gun in this game. So like you can do things where it's like you hack them real quick, shoot the stasis on the floor, then switch like your shotgun, shoot your shotgun. The shotgun takes forever to reload, so then instead of waiting for it to reload, you just switch to your pistol, shoot them a few times, and then switch back to your shotgun after it's done reloading. Because it reloads automatically. You don't have to wait for the animation. You can just put it away, take out your pistol, shoot, and then switch. So I'm like, oh shit, like, this is actually kind of cool. Like I can just keep switching back and forth. So like the fact that the pistol felt kind of like shit to shoot at first didn't bother me as much. And I imagine later on, by the way, I don't know if you found this, but this is where you can find an upgrade for your healing.
Oh, whoops. Didn't find this.
I mean, it's a super easy demo, so it doesn't matter, but here you can find it's a little cartridge holder. Increases how many repair cartridges you can have.
Pretty cool.
So like,
nice. Well,
this game definitely, like, I can feel the potential in it. That this is gonna be like, kind of like a flow state game where you're just gonna be going through the fights like an almost zen-like way, kind of like Doom Eternal in a way, or like Doom 2016, or like you're constantly like you're switching weapons for like the right situation, and like you're keeping track of like how much ammo you have, and like what cooldowns you have available on you. Like you have your blood punch ready. Maybe you can risk going in for a blood punch and you get a crap load of health. You have your flamethrower ready. Okay, use your flamethrower to like set them on fire. And while this game so far isn't as complex as that, it did kind of give me those similar vibes.
I concur. I 100% agree with you on that.
And the other cool thing about this game was that, so at the end of it, the reason why I said it was like kind of meta is because she does the drawing. Oh yeah, I fell on the laser. I was kind of lost.
One I missed because I couldn't get to it. So that exact thing happened to me.
Yeah, because I was like kind of lost. I'm like, wait, where was the door again? I walked by like an idiot, but because I was trying to look like for other secrets and stuff, and I just kind of lost track.
Yeah. Well.
Oh. Whoops.
We better get in contact with her.
Yeah, right. So then there is the stasis gun, so you can like shoot it on the floor, and it pauses them in place, and you can just keep shooting them. And then what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the endings, right? So I don't know. You played it twice, so I don't know which ones you got, but depending on the actions you perform in the demo, you actually get like a different drawing. Like Diana will finish the demo with like a different drawing. So like you said you got like the one where it's like it shows you like shooting like 2 robots or whatever.
Yeah, I think I remember it was number 7 and number 6. I can't remember what it was, but I know the first one.
Yeah, I think 7 is like you just collect a lot of stuff and you just explore and collect a lot of stuff. And then 6 is like you have to kill 2 robots at once. But there's other ones. There's one for like speed running it. So if you beat it in under 10 minutes, you get one for that. And then there's another one that I discovered where there's a secret fight.
Yeah, well,
Actually, so like when you get to the elevator
get in
section
contact with her before
of the
it's too
demo, if you kill the enemies that are there, I didn't record that. This is still my first playthrough, but like if you kill the enemies in this elevator fight with different methods, it'll actually spawn a second wave, and that second wave will have red versions of these robots.
Ooh, like elites.
Yeah, like elites, and like their hacking, their grid is much more complex. They move much faster, and they attack twice in a row instead of just once. So you have to do like double dodges for them. And there's two of them. You have to fight two of them, and then like three regular ones at that point, and then she'll get like you get a special drawing for that one. I don't know how to get the other ones, but those are the ones I got. Cause I played the demo like 4 or 5 times. I did one where I did only hacking, and that sucked because it took forever. It took like 20 minutes. Maybe I just used Diana's little hacking powers the entire time.
Yep.
But I'm
so adorable.
Yeah, no, she's adorable. But I am so thoroughly, pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed the demo. Like it's one of the most anticipated games of the year. It's not most anticipated. Probably RE9 are probably more anticipated just because it's Resident Evil. And they revealed what they revealed. I mean, it was an open secret. We all knew it was happening, but still, it was cool to see all the way.
But it was good to see anyway. It's good to see it official. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it.
I think Capcom is gonna have yet another another blockbuster year.
Capcom's gonna have a killer year next year, dude. Like, they're gonna have Resident Evil 9, Pragmata, Bimusha, and I bet you Monster Hunter's gonna get an expansion.
Oh, most likely.
Monster Hunter Wilds will get an expansion.
You also told me that they were gonna finally fix it in February so that we could play.
Yeah, they're doing a ton of performance enhancements passes. And like by January is specifically the PC ones, and then February I think they're gonna do like additional ones as needed. So like January really is like when it's gonna be the big one. Good,
because bro, like every time I play, like I am genuinely terrified that it was gonna brick my computer.
Yeah, it was bricking your shit almost.
Yeah, dude, I wish I could have taped the screen to show you what I was looking at, because it was terrifying. It was terrifying. So yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited. Like I said, Pragmata. I mean, RE9, we were already kind of looking forward to it, but Pragmata is a pleasant surprise. So can't wait to see. And it is a brand new IP, right? Like it's not
brand new IP. Yeah. Although everyone swore it was like, oh, this is a Mega Man reboot, low key. You see that blue suit there? It's kind of like Mega Man suit, right? What if she's like Roll and like it's revealed that like the hue is actually Mega Man, right? It's actually it's a co-op Mega Man game. Like what? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did unveil, that, which we'll talk about in a bit. It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Mega Man. No, who knows, bro? Maybe it's a conspiracy theory Easter egg. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they put a fucking like a Mega Man statue somewhere in there. Like that's prime. That's a primary, especially with all the hacking and stuff, computer theme. That'd be cool. Little statue of Mega Man.
All right. Well,
or maybe give Diana like a Mega Man suit.
Yeah, or give her like a Roll. Yeah, because there are unlockable costumes. You do get the little like scribbly costume for Hugh, where like he just has a bunch of scribble marks on him, like a bunch of kids' drawings all over his body, over his suit. So hopefully I can get like cute stuff like Diana, like you get like a Roll, get her like dressed up like Roll, or get her like a onesie or something.
Yeah, honestly, that's perfect DLC opportunity, like cosmetic.
All right, yeah, dress up our daughter.
Yeah, dress up the daughter. I love that trope. It's like, this is your daughter. Do you choose to love her? I don't know. I guess your daughter is now in mortal peril. Those motherfuckers.
I will kill everyone in this room, including myself.
I love that trope.
I've known Diana for 5 minutes, and if anything ever happened to her, I will kill everyone in this room and then myself. All right, so how about we get some news real quick?
Yeah, let's get into some news. Sorry about that. It actually ran up for a little bit longer, but we had a good time with these games. So, and we had an also good time with the Game Awards. So we're just gonna get through some news real quick.
Yeah, so 1 second, right? So first order of business here is Katsuhiro Harada, development chief of Tekken, is officially leaving Bandai Namco after 30 years. And this came as a great surprise because, Harada, like I said, has been with Bandai Namco for 30 years and has been working with Tekken since its inception. Like this man is like one of the granddaddies of 3D fighters. Like he's a definite OG. He started off as like a voice actor working on Tekken while he was developing at Bandai Namco, and then he got promoted to director for Tekken 3, which is largely seen as like one of the greatest Tekken games and also one of the greatest fighting games of all time. It was an incredible game. I remember playing it like when I was like 7 years old, I think. I was around 7 when I first started playing. Like I was blown away by it. It was really the only real Tekken game I played like a lot, but like nonetheless, like it was a great achievement. But he's worked, like as you can see here, he's worked on every single Tekken game in some way, right? He worked as director, and then eventually he moved on up to executive producer. So this came as he announced on Twitter. No, we would not call it X, where he left a note here, post saying that the Tekken project is divided into two companies. Oh wait, that is not it. Hold on. Here you go. I'd like to share that I'll be leaving Bandai Namco at the end of 2025. It's pretty long. With the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary, an important milestone for a project I devoted much of my life to. I felt this was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close. My roots lie in the days when I supported small local tournaments in Japanese arcades and in small halls and community centers overseas. I still remember carrying arcade cabinets by myself, encouraging people to please try Tekken, and directly facing the players in front of me. The conversations and atmosphere we shared in those places became the core of who I am as a developer and game creator. Even as the times changed, those experiences have remained the center of my identity. And even after the tournament scene grew much larger, many of you continued to treat me like an old friend, challenging me at venues, inviting me out to drinks at bars. These memories are also deeply precious to me. In recent years, I experienced the loss of several close friends in my personal life, and in my professional life, I witnessed the retirement or passing of many senior colleagues whom I deeply respect. Those accumulated events made me reflect on the time I have left as a creator. During that period, I sought advice from Ken Kutaragi, who is the father of PlayStation, by the way, who helped create architecture for the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3,
A legend.
whom I respect as though he were another father, and received invaluable encouragement and guidance. His words quietly supported me in making this decision. Over the past 4 to 5 years, I've gradually handed over all of my responsibilities as well as stories of world building I oversaw to the team, bringing me to the present day. Looking back, I was fortunate to work on an extraordinary variety of projects, VR titles such as Summer Lesson, Pokken Tournament, the Soul Calibur series, and many others, both inside and outside the company. Each project was full of new discoveries and learning, and every one of them became an irreplaceable experience for me. To everyone who has supported me, to communities around the world, and to all the colleagues who have worked alongside me for so many years, I offer my deepest gratitude. I shared more about my next steps at a later date. Thank you very much for everything. Although I'll be leaving company at the end of, here's a postscript. Although I will be leaving the company at the end of 2025, Bandai Namco has asked me to appear at the TWT Tekken World Tournament Finals at the end of January 2026. So I expect to attend as a guest. For 30 years, I kept saying I'll do it someday and never once performed as a DJ at a tournament event. So instead, I'll be releasing for the first time and last time a 60-minute Tekken DJ style non-stop DJ mix personally edited by myself together with this announcement. Listening to it brings back many memories. Thank you again sincerely for all these years.
Dude, that's crazy. He made a fucking mixtape.
He made a mixtape there. Peace out, guys. Check out my SoundCloud before I
Literally, bro. If you look at the hashtag, it said SoundCloud.
Oh, for real? Deadass? Hold on. Oh, that's a SoundCloud.
Mad respect.
Oh, yeah, I already know.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it seems like Harada kind of came to an epiphany where he reached his creative mortality, right? He's like, I don't have too much more time as a creative. I'm a 55-year-old man. I saw the loss of friends. Tomonobu Itagaki passed not too long ago. Only like 57 years of age or 58 years of age. Far too young. But they were very good friends. And, he saw people leave Bandai Namco also retire, so he was probably thinking, you know what, I want to do other things. Like, I want to expand my horizons before I'm too old to keep working on games anymore. Which, you know what, big respect to him, man. This guy has left such a massive legacy. Yeah,
he really does. He's earned he's earned the right to explore under other interests, No,
for sure. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what he does next. It'll also be interesting to see how Tekken evolves without him, because he's been there since day one.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, but he did say slowly he had been relinquishing responsibilities. So, I think we maybe have seen influences from the people that he's handed off responsibility to in Tekken. It's just, it hasn't been that obvious because everyone just assumed, oh, he's been at the head. But in reality, some decisions have already been made without him. So now we'll get to see. We'll see now that we know that he's not at the head, if the perception will affect anything that Tekken does going forward.
So
You know what I mean?
best of interest to you, Harada. Sunglasses' father of Tekken. We salute you, sir.
We salute you, my friend. Thanks for making a staple in the gaming community. Even though I really never played Tekken.
All right. So our next order of business is funny business, because when is it never not funny with this company? Nope.
It's never funny.
So friends of the podcast and newest, most recent lolcow, Xbox, was recently outsold by a little Kinect style console during Black Friday. Well, how about you tell us about that?
Well, absolutely. So like Jesse said in the intro, we did not know what the hell this thing was. I'm sure none, like a lot of you didn't either. But now that I know what it is, I think it's hilarious. So as you can see, this here is the this is the Next Playground, which is essentially a little game console for home, designed to have feature family games such as Fruit Ninja. And the way it works is this is essentially a Kinect box. That's all it is. So you play Fruit Ninja and you cut fruits with your hands and stuff. But it's supposed to be for families, and you play with your kids and you have a good time with it. Now, it's funny because according to the Cirxana data shared on social media, it apparently took 14% of the market for the week of Black Friday, where Xbox took less than 14%. Especially in the UK, where PlayStation 5 dominated the Black Friday sales, where it accounted for 47%. Everyone knew that Xbox was going to be at the bottom of that food chain. However, we didn't know that it would lose to what essentially looks like it really does look like a toy. It looks like a camera and some other blocks that you connect together instead of a full ass console.
It looks like a Play School Steam machine.
It really does look like a Play School Steam machine. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was backed by Valve, but probably not.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out the irony of Xbox losing out on Black Friday by a Kinect machine.
Yes.
You just know Dot Matrick is punching air right now over this.
Yep. And he should be punching air, but he had awful ideas.
No, but he's punching air right now. Be like, no, I was right. See, people want to connect and TV. No. Don't you know we should have had TV? TV. That's what the people want for their gaming console. TV and Kinect spying on you.
Oh my god, I remember that, dude.
It was it was the beginning of the end. We didn't know at the time. It was the beginning of the end.
Dude, all-in-one entertainment system. Xbox, TV box, DVR, Netflix machine. It's like, bro, whoa, chill.
And then the online check-in. Oh, you gotta check in every 24 hours for DRM. Oh, the Kinect. Oh no, it won't spy on you. It'll just be on all the time for some fucking reason.
A camera that's on all the damn time, especially now that what we know with what the NSA does. Give me a break. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, but it's interesting to know that there's a quote by journalist Rob Fahey, who said it was a pretty smart business deal. Next Playground stroke of genius really lies in taking one of Nintendo's foundational ideas and using the hardware and selling it more as a toy than a device that you would use, like a cell phone. Which honestly, it makes a lot of sense because people just want to buy something that they can plug into the wall and just play. And that's a real toy maker mentality. Whereas a lot of tech stuff like the PlayStation and the Xbox, you got to create an account, you got to sign in, you got to stay connected to the internet. And also you gotta buy it. You gotta get updates for products that you already bought, and it's just been. It's kind of sad. It's kind of dumb. So it's actually a nice mentality shift, and it seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, obviously, the PlayStation 5 will always outsell the Next Playground, but it's nice to see Xbox lose to this little thing, because the irony is not lost on us. No sir, no way, no how.
Well, we talked about some losses, but how about we talk about some wins?
Yeah, bro, we'll talk about some wins, because Xbox will not be a part of that conversation.
No, ever. So we had, like I said, the Game Awards just happened on December 12th, just a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I mean, it went in terms of awards themselves. It went about how everyone expected. Sweep Obscure Expedition 33 was absolutely real here. So we got a list of the winners that we had here. So they had a little like pre-show beforehand with some of the earlier awards being given out before then. So we had Donkey Kong Bonanza winning Best Family Game, of course, it's a Nintendo game.
Yep.
So Innovation and Accessibility being won by Doom the Dark Ages, which, hey, Doom the Dark Ages had a shitload of, like, so many accessibility options. It was crazy how many accessibility options they had in there. So that makes sense that would win out. And then from there, it's kind of a sweep. Like, so pretty much any category that Clear Obscure was nominated for, it won, except for one, I think. So it won 9, I think. It won 9 awards. It was nominated for like 10 or 11. I don't remember which ones it was nominated for fully, but I do know that, it's won a shit of awards. Like, look at this.
Yeah,
it won Best Independent Game. It won Best Independent Game. It won Best Art Direction. It won Best Debut Indie Game, which was a bit of a head scratcher for a lot of people, because a lot of people like seem to be confused on like what an indie game is, like, because reportedly Clear Obscure only cost $10 million, which is a lot for like an indie game, which you consider indie game, but definitely far less than what a AAA game would be spent. Then it also won Best Score Music, Best RPG, Best Narrative, Best Game Direction, and then of course it won the big Kahuna Game of the Year, the big cheese. So then outside of that, you had Jennifer English winning for Expedition 33, so I guess you could chalk that up as another Expedition 33 win. And she had a very touching, I didn't really timestamp it here, but she did have a really nice touching speech.
Yes,
about how much the game meant for her, and how much acting is great. And she gave like a special shout out to neurodivergent people. Oh wait, no, we're not talking about that yet. Or like show that. I am not showing that.
No, what are you doing?
I don't even know where it is right now, but yeah, she gave like a nice shout out to like neurodivergent people. Like, hey, like you're seen, you're heard. I know a lot of you like connect to this game in some way, just like how I connected with it. And then from there, she said, dropped the famous motto for those who come after. Right, that's the big motto of Clear Obscure.
Which I still don't know what that means because I haven't played it yet.
You'll have to,
but
you have to play the game to understand.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I will. I've avoided all spoilers for the game. Funny enough, I don't know how, because usually spoilers just show up on my doorstep when I'm not asking for it. But I have avoided spoilers. And you know what I thought was really cool though? The award was presented to her by her Baldur's Gate 3 co-star.
Yeah. And actually, people point this out. The last 3 Game of the Year winners all had her in it, voice acting in some way.
Yep.
Yeah, she was Mael in Clear Obscure. She was Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate. And then she was someone, I forgot the character's name, but she was in Elden Ring, and she played, I think, Latania is what her name was. Yeah,
the one that called me Maidenless. Now that I think,
no, that's not her. That was a dude who called you Maidenless. No, she's a character you fight like at the end of the game.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, yes. I looked it up, and that was a dude. That was a dude who called you Maidenless.
Not the mystic.
Millicent. No, that's a different character. That wasn't her.
Okay,
that was not her.
No, I mean it sounded pretty close. So
no.
She had a pretty condescending tone when she called me Maidenless. and I'm thinking like Shadowheart, whatever. But dude, honestly, no. Jennifer English is one of those. She's one of those people that if you will elevate the game just by having her in it. She's so good at what she does. Like she's a true professional, and she's just a lovely person. You will elevate a game just having her in it.
We also had best ongoing game, No Man's Sky.
Bro. Dude, because bro.
The amount of updates that game was. We started playing it recently, And you
Yes.
know, I've been having some fun with it, playing with you guys.
Yes.
But like the amount of stuff to do in that game is crazy.
No, dude, it's absolutely mind-boggling, especially because they unveiled that update where you can build your own starship now, which is essentially a slap in the face. We've talked about it. It's a slap in the face to Starfield. So, you know, and they're still updating the game for free, you know? And so yeah, like a lot of people were like, yeah, it makes perfect sense why that would be the main why that would be the winner of the best ongoing game.
But it's gonna be like 2035 and they're still updating that fucking game. We even joked about it. There was one reveal. They were like, oh, this is the next update from No Man's Sky. Like it was for like we're not gonna talk about it, but it was so spoilers. It was the Forest 3, which was in space. Like what the fuck? Okay, and had oddly sexy bog monster aliens, which kind of, you know, that connects because Forest 2 trailer had an oddly sexy forest zombie lady with like 5 legs.
Yeah. God, that's so
yeah, but we were joking about like, oh, this is the next update for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It's getting another graphics update. All free.
All free.
But then we have Hades 2 winning Best Action Game. Best Fighting Game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. And that one, that's always a funny category because like every year they always like it's clear gaming press don't play fighting games at all because the stuff they nominate just doesn't make any sense. So this year they had Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, which is literally the only like premium released fighting game that came out. They had 2XKO, which is technically an early access. It is not released. Then you had Capcom Fighting Game Collection, which is just a collection of old 90s, 2000s game. You had the Mortal Kombat Collection, which is again just a collection of old 90s Mortal Kombat games. And then I forgot what the fifth one was, but it's like, why? Okay, whatever. This was like that year when Sifu got nominated for Best Fighting Game. What? Sifu's not a fighting game? Okay, sure.
Bro, even I know that. I don't play fighting games or I've played Sifu. What the hell? Okay.
And then Best Action Adventure Game, Hollow Knight Silk Song won. And that was pretty much it, at least for the ones like we truly care about. Oh, and Most Critical won Content Creator of the Year, which is very funny to see.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, everyone kind of saw it coming. However, a lot of people were pulling for the Burnt Peanut for Content Creator of the Year, but yeah, I think he was too recent, and everyone already knows Charlie.
Yeah, everyone was Most Critical. I mean, also I feel like Dispatch kind of helped bumped up his stock a little bit.
Absolutely, and dude, people love his performance in that game.
Although it was funny, seeing his reaction to it, he's like, "Please don't let it be me. Don't let it be me. Please, I don't want to win." And then they win. He's just like, he's just looking unfazed by the fact that he's just won. Like one of the most prestigious awards you can win. He's just like there, deadpan, staring at the screen.
Yeah, you just are like, yeah.
So yeah, so overall, like, you know, the awards kind of went pretty much where you'd expect it to go. But then we had all these reveals. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
And Best Multiplayer went to Arc Raiders.
Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry. Yes, Best Multiplayer did go to Arc Raiders, you know, which is well deserved. I mean, I feel like there's some recency bias there, but you know, Arc Raiders does give you an interesting and unique experience that like other multiplayer games don't really give. Even the extraction space, like the proximity chat and the whole like PvE aspects of the game really had an interesting level to it.
It is, because you're fighting together against the Ark, but they could still turn around and betray you. And actually, I don't know if this was recent or if it's always been like this, but I think it's recent. The way the game now tracks how you behave in game. So if you are like well-mannered and you're a helper and you don't shoot people in the back, you'll be paired with other people that behave the same way. But if you shoot people in the back and you're an extraction rat, they will pair you with other people of the same behavior.
You know, now that I think about it, it'd be cool if there was like a wanted system or something.
So I think some of the streamers did talk about that. I'm not sure how I feel.
So that has been an idea going around.
Yeah, but I don't think that'd be right.
Really? Why?
Especially like, well, because then people would start to be hunted.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. Like,
you give rewards, right? So like, you have like a risk reward aspect to it. So like, if you're wanted, right, you get like bonuses and stuff. But then also everyone's on your ass too. And then like, if you're the guy who finishes off the wanted person, then like you get like a big reward for it. I don't know how you tune it, but I think it would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. However, you do. I guess you could. The best thing I would know is that you could write down the name of the people that kill you that are assholes, and then if you manage to, because you do end up seeing them like in a future game. Like people, it's well documented that people have been killed by rats, and then they find them 2 games later, and they're like, "Oh shit! Look who it is! It's Mr. Fuckface here."
Hey,
No,
motherfucker!
yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh no, it was you.
I got photographic evidence, buddy.
Yeah, bro. I got your name. I got your ass. That kind of shit. So I don't know. I forgot who it was. So it's this content creator. He's been playing Arc Raiders recently, but he's been a streamer for a bit. He's got glasses and a goatee, and he's really well spoken.
That describes so many streamers. Glasses and goatee, bro. You have an idea how low that narrows it down?
You know, I'm gonna look it up. But he was actually talking about how that's actually not a good idea for the game, because I know a lot of people are also pulling for the game to become competitive, and everyone's like, no, dude.
No, I don't want it to be competitive, but I think that would add like a dynamic social, like an interesting layer. It's like the social aspects of the game.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure how the bounty system would work on that, especially since, you know, the way I could see it working is every time. So if you engage in a lot of rat behavior and you kill a lot of raiders, eventually, if you spawn into a map, you'll get a notification that, hey, this player that just spawned in, he's got a bounty on his head now because he's killed so many raiders, kind of deal.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, this is me talking. It's just something like to play with. I'm talking about it from an outsider's perspective, so I'm kind of just talking out my ass.
Yeah,
it's kind of what we do. It's like I'm a podcast, so I just gotta talk on my ass.
No, for sure.
So it could be bullshit, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I heard this YouTuber get. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Cohh.
Oh, Cone Carnage or
Cone Carnage, glasses and somewhat of a beard.
Yeah. Cone. It's probably Cone Carnage.
Yeah.
Carnage.
So, I mean, that is an interesting idea. I thought about it too, but he actually explained it himself that he thinks it would change the way the game is played, and I think the game play is great right now. However, I am a casual. He's a streamer, so he obviously plays it very differently and at a different level than me. So he probably understands some stuff. But whatever. Honestly, the game as it is now is fine. But I do like that change though, that the way you behave now affects who you get paired up with in a lobby. That being said, I still found some dead players when I played with my coworkers today. So they're like, "Oh man, I wonder what story this tells." And I'm like, "I don't like either story that it could tell. So let's get the fuck out of here."
Oh, and one last thing before we move on to the actual reveals. There was a reward for a game changer, which was for Girls Makes Games.
Yes.
So that was a nice little nod to them. Girls Makes Games is pretty much an organization, kind of self-explanatory, that promotes getting young girls between 8 and 18 into game development. And they have like an annual summer camp where a bunch of girls can register and sign up to come together to the summer camp and learn how to make games and how to code and level design and all that stuff. And they actually invite 2 little girls up on, little girls are like teenagers, up on stage, and they're like, "Hey, like we're actually gonna release our games." I wish I could remember what the games were. And they said, "Yeah, we're actually gonna be releasing it pretty soon. Like we're actually entering beta testing for it at this moment, and we're gonna actually have our Steam page on it for really soon." So I think it's cool that we have an inclusive space for to expand how many people get into the development, right? Because God knows we need it, because everyone's getting fucking laid off in like record numbers, so we got to invest in the future somehow.
No, we really do, and I think it's important because it helps, like you said, lifts these girls up. So, and we need self-published developers. We can't have them relying on big giants like Microsoft or Ubisoft or EA, because they'll just end up canceling their games and then taking their IP and then throwing them out.
And then stealing their titty milk from the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, I forgot Activision, because Blizzard's a developer, but Activision, that's the publisher. So yeah, we also need to train them to keep their titty milk safe.
Just don't put it in the Activision fridges.
Yeah, you know what? Just don't get pregnant while working at Blizzard. Just don't do it. Just stop.
Don't have kids.
Don't have kids. Get on birth control. But yeah.
So beyond that, we now have the reveals, which I sort of went in chronological order. So obviously, like I have a lot here, but we're not gonna talk about like a shitload about all of them. So I know a lot of these are like mostly for me, and some of these are mostly for you. So we'll mostly be talking about like the ones that are like more appealing to us. But the first one that they showed off was during the pre-show, was for this game called Decrepit. So this is like it feels described like a first-person Souls-like, but like it's got like kind of like fucked up like horror bloodborne ass gothic. Yeah, like, look at that. What the fuck was that? It was like a spider with like it was like a headless spider with like 4 legs, like a human spider. But this looks really cool to me because I love dungeon crawlers. I love dark fantasy.
Yeah,
and it seems like it really scratches that itch. Like it's funny. So we were talking about Kingsfield. It's like, oh, this actually kind of reminds me a bit of like a modern Kingsfield almost. Like it's a first-person dungeon crawler with like some horror imagery thrown in there.
Yeah,
so
I mean, no, I was gonna say it also sounds like it's gonna be a roguelike as well because it says rise again and again and again. So you may be facing bosses and then you die and then you start over like at the beginning and shit.
I mean, that's also a common Souls thing where like you die and you come back and die and come back and die and come back.
Oh, that's right.
So it's described as Souls-like. So
I'm so fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Remember the whole Dark Souls like. At first was like prepare to die, right? The Bandai Namco was like marketing the game as like prepare to die with the prepare to die edition for PC. Oh shit, that's loud.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the next one that they showed at the pre-show was Tank Rat. And this game looked pretty cool to me. It's actually being published by Kepler Interactive, who also published Clear Obscure. So so they clearly have an eye for talent. So yeah, this game looked kind of cool. Like it was like, oh man, this looks like some like weird like twisted metal ass shit. You play as like a tank that like you can go around like the wastelands with and like collect materials to like upgrade your tank or what have you. Oh Jesus Christ, seizure warning, Jesus Christ. And then you go around like you shoot like a bunch of crazy ass like robots that are like flying around. So this like looks like a good like arcadey fun car combat game. Then after that, there was this game, Bradley the Badger. Dude, this is one that both of us are pretty interested in.
Yes.
And what's interesting about this game? Well, one, it's very self-aware. Like you can see this if you see this trailer in its entirety, it very much breaks the fourth wall like every like 30 seconds. But this is being oh man, I wish I could remember what studio the development team was used to be in. I think it's another case of like former Ubisoft devs, but don't quote me on that. I know like from some big studio, it's like the staff is mostly like ex-staff members from some big studio that I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is like a 3D platformer that seems to like being that goes fucking everywhere.
Yep.
And this is it was a very funny trailer because like he's going around like this creepy area, and then all of a sudden he sees like, wait, the textures aren't like loading in. Like you can actually see like unfinished textures, and there's like a sign there that says like waiting for review. He's like, what the hell? What's happening? Why does it say all this stuff? And it's like post-it notes and everything. And then he goes like he's like in what's called Badgerborn. Okay, so this is a very not so subtle nod to Bloodborne. And then he goes to different
now it's Cyber Badger.
Yeah, now it's Cyber Badger. And it's just weird in the last Badger. So clearly like this is going to be, taking the piss on a lot of games. It seems to be like very fun, like almost like Conquer, like Conquer's Bad Fur Day, which is also like a really humorous a platform game that came out that also parodied a lot of like pop culture stuff. So what are your thoughts on this?
I'd play it. I think it's a good concept, especially now when he comes to the real world and it turns out it's freaking Evan Peters.
Yeah, that's right. It was Evan Peters. Like, wait, what? what happened?
I'm like, how the hell did it get him to do that?
And of course, he's the developer. He's sleeping in the studio. He's overworked.
Yeah, so this looks interesting. I'd play the demo for this.
So then after that, we had this one was also in the pre-show. So this one was kind of weird. This was kind of like, at first I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, this looks kind of weird. I don't know. This is like, for me, like it's, I will say though, I love the 2000s vibes from it because I'm not gonna play the music because it's gonna get fucking DMCA'd probably, but like it had some massive like My Chemical Romance energy to it, like some emo pop rock energy to it, and like they're dressed like they're like emo kids from like the early 2000s, and so I did kind of like that, but like it was like this weird musical number that kind of went on for just a little bit too long, and then they showed actual gameplay for. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's like Devil May Cry. Okay, say less. It was super weird game. Like you play like a zombie named I don't remember what his name is, but he turns into a werewolf.
Zombie something, I don't know.
Oh, Davey. His name is Davey. So he plays like a zombie.
Zombie Davey.
And then he turns into a werewolf. He summons zombies with bombs strapped to them, and then he can like eat lizard guys and do something to them. We're like, what the fuck is happening? Like. And the funny thing is, this actually isn't a Suda 51 game. I thought this was a Suda 51 game because Suda 51 is known for making really weird ass games. Yeah. But apparently, this is being made by a former Capcom devs, which is it's interesting to know. Like they worked on Dragon's Dogma and Devil May Cry, so like you can definitely see like the Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma DNA in it. Like it's got like a lot of flashy action to it. So this one's gonna be interesting on my radar personally. But here is the big one. It's gonna be both on our radars for sure.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Oh man, this is so. This one was Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic, which oh my god, yes, please, Jesus Christ. And what's even more exciting for this is actually being directed by Casey Hudson,
the one and only,
who is the one and only, who is of BioWare fame, and who also worked on the original Knights of the Old Republic as well. So, this definitely gives confidence this will be in good hands. And, this is a short trailer, like super cinematic trailer on it.
It was teaser as fuck.
Yeah, it was teasery as fuck. But like, as soon as the music started playing, like, oh, this is Star Wars music. This has to be a Star Wars game.
Honestly, it wasn't even the music. It was just like the vibe, like getting off the ship, and then of course this last part here.
Yeah, and then of course I'll play. There you go. Yeah, you hear the lightsaber sound,
bro. Yeah. I was like, okay, Star Wars game, and I was like, oh, dude. When it said Star Wars Fate, I was like, oh, that's a pretty weird name. But then it said of the Old Republic. I was
about to say like, oh shit, like that was really clever on their part to sell like Fate. Be like, oh, okay. Yes, I mean, that's kind of interesting. But then the Old Republic, oh shit.
And then they dropped this.
And then they dropped this. We're like, oh my god!
And then that's when I was like, you know what? I need a cigarette because I'm riding this dopamine high for a long time. It was so good.
Is this the era of new Star Wars games, of good Star Wars games?
Please, God, please.
Because there's another Star Wars game later on that we're going to talk about a little bit down the line,
which I'm actually interested in. Yes,
it's also interesting, right?
But this, however, for me personally, this was the biggest surprise, like for me, and the biggest like pleasant surprise, because I was expecting Half-Life 3, but this is like super cool too, like close second. So I came away from the Game Awards very happy when I saw that. Like, you know what? Like I'm good. Like if they don't show Half-Life 3, like I'll be okay. Because damn. I'm very excited for this. However, they recently said that they're not gonna, like, this game's not gonna come out until like 2027. Which, okay, whatever. Like, cook as long as you need to. Just don't fuck this up, please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their initial rumors were it's gonna come out 2030, and then Casey Hudson. And then Casey Hudson tweeted like, no, it's not gonna be. It'll come out before 2030. I'm getting up there in age, man. I don't want to wait. Take forever to make a game. We'll see though, because apparently the studio was formed like a year or two ago, a few years back, but the team itself was formed about 6 months ago. So, who knows? If it comes out before 2030, that means it's 2029, and that would give them 4 years tops. And as we know, like a game coming out and being made in 4 years is like almost unheard of. Like at this point, it's like 5 or 6 years minimum. So we'll see. Hopefully, I'd love to be wrong, but I'm a little hesitant to believe him there.
Yeah, I am too. Well, I mean, well, we've covered it plenty of times. Like, the development cycle for games, the amount of money that they throw at them too nowadays is crazy. So, Yeah.
And it is confirmed it's not a continuation of Knights of the Old Republic. It's a spiritual successor. It's going to have new characters. It's going to have a new. It's going to cover like a new timeline of it, which is fine. That's cool. As long as we get the Old Republic era, which is one of the coolest eras of Star Wars, probably the coolest era of Star Wars, I'm fine with it. And as long as it's a good action RPG, which is also confirmed to be, then I'll be more than happy.
Yeah, dude.
I will be more than happy to wait for this.
But I guess that means Larian won't be doing KOTOR remake.
That's fine. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
this is the next best thing.
It is the next best thing, and well, I mean, we'll cover it later too. But it seems like they got their own meal that they're cooking in the kitchen right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's cooking all right.
Oh, bro,
they were.
It was spicy, bro. They put fucking cayenne pepper in that shit.
Oh yeah. So they put some Carolina Reapers in that shit.
Yeah, bro.
That was actually, like, what am I watching,
bro? Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, thank God I was here in my room because you'll see soon.
Oh, we'll talk about it 'cause I'm not showing that shit.
We'll talk about it. You're not gonna.
No, hell no, I'm not showing that. Fuck. Okay.
Dude, they got streamed to millions of people. Come on, who cares?
Okay. But then next we had hey, you want to play the zombie game? We had Toxic Commandos, which is a game being developed in partnership with John Carpenter.
Cool.
And it's supposed to be another Left 4 Dead style horde shooter, which hopefully will not be crap, like Back 4 Blood. Maybe this time it'll be good. But so this is not the actual trailer, but this is gameplay because shout out to Jack Frags, who's a FPS YouTube content creator, does mostly Battlefield, but he does cover other FPS games. Who did get some gameplay impressions of it, so he did actually like cover like what the game is like. So you get like in a big open area, right? You can go around, complete objectives, and what have you. I didn't watch it like too thoroughly. But yeah, but as you can see, like there's definitely gonna be a lot of zombies that you're gonna be fighting with. But I'm interested in this, because it's a co-op game, and you and I, we both love co-op games. Left 4 Dead is one of our favorite games of all time. Just blew up that car, holy shit! Okay.
Yeah. Left 4 Dead 2. Honestly, we still go back to it every now and then, and it's just one of those games that is aged like the finest wine imaginable.
No, it's gaming evergreen.
It is gaming evergreen, and it's just another shining example of why we're pissed Valve doesn't make shit anymore. So
they just can't count to 3 anymore.
No, bro, we thought they. Well, let's not get into it. But this game looks pretty cool though, and I like the idea of a little like open world type of map where you can actually drive cars around. I like it. It looks a lot more vibrant than Back 4 Blood, honestly.
God, don't remind me. God, the marketing of that game.
Oh. I mean, there's a low bar to clear. It looks
the
better.
Makers of Left 4 Dead, and by makers I mean the 2 guys who like headed the studio, and that's it.
Yep, the 2 guys, yeah, and then the rest were the fucking Valve legendary people. Dude, the freaking psychologist was even hired on the game to figure out how co-op actually works in the real world, and they tailored it to that.
That Kroby Cat video is going to live in infamy forever.
Bro, it is infamous, and I go back to that video every so often because it really opened my eyes. So, and it actually, I think that was one of the first times where I really scrutinized marketing. So, yeah. Speaking of marketing.
Yeah, so, good thing they put like this little warning here.
Yeah, for adult audiences only. I wish they would have thought of that before they put it at the Game Awards where kids were watching. But
yeah, this is Divinity, which is the new Larian game. So what was kind of cool about this, before this was showed off, they actually had like a little like live action segment of it where they had like a bunch of actors in like and like Midsummer like gear, and then like they walk up onto the stage and like la 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 la, it's a merry happy bunch, and then all of a sudden they all get yeeted up into the air by wires and stuff, and all screaming and shit, and then it cuts to this trailer here, and yeah,
honestly, I was like, oh, that's pretty gross, but okay, whatever, and then then the rest of the trailer happens.
Yeah, and the rest of the trailer plays, and it's like, oh man, I wonder what's going on. And you know what was a red flag for me? That guy right there. As soon as I saw the guy in white right there with the mask on, I'm like, okay, this guy's evil as fuck. Something is happening here, because not once in any video game ever was a man wearing a gold mask with white robes ever a good person.
I mean, I really didn't know what to think. I mean, but you probably called it on the head. For me, well,
Like, come on, look at this guy. He's evil as fuck. You can just tell right here. Like, oh, and they're all wearing like Midsummer like gear, Midsummer like stuff, right? And I haven't seen Midsummer, but I know what happens, man, in that movie. So, like, oh, there's some fucked shit going on. And yeah, fucked shit did indeed happen because
yeah, bro, like just look at that.
Yeah, because you were talking about like how they were cooking. This poor guy here, he was the one getting cooked. I'm not gonna play much more of it because it gets pretty fucking crazy. But
yeah, and then I saw those guys whipping themselves. I'm like, yo, what? And then of course it showed the blood orgy.
The blood orgy. Pretty much, it was. Yeah, it was the blood orgy, and then it zooms in this guy screaming in agony as his flesh and bones slowly peels off in excruciating detail. And stuff grows out of. Yeah, honestly, listen, and then it showed divinity, and I was like, oh well. First, it showed Larian, and I was like, oh, goddamn, okay, that like commanded my attention, and then it said divinity, and my first question was, yo, what kind of lore is divinity? Yeah, so right now, like, what the fuck?
So I know about
how
divinity,
fucked is this game?
But I don't know like what the lore is, and on all the trailers that I've seen for the game and all the promotional art, like the box cover, it never suggested anything dark like this. So I'm genuinely confused, and now I'm curious. I want to play Divinity to see what exactly is going on in that lore. I don't know if this will be a continuation of like the same storyline, or if it's going to be a completely separate story for the Divinity series in general. I would like to see what is happening though with this series, especially since this is where Larian got their start. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll put the back end of this. yeah. So Larian is here, and then also you see this. Like, what in the fuck? This was like some Elden Ring looking shit. Like this is something I'd find like in Elden Ring or like Bloodborne. Yeah. So you see, absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, and that was the statue.
And that was the statue that was being teased around because I was going around Twitter. People were like, "What the fuck is this statue here in the desert? Like, what is this teasing?" And there was all sorts of theories. People were like, "Oh, it's Death Stranding. Oh, it's Soros. Oh, it's Half-Life." Like some people were just coming up with wild shit for it. But no, it turned out like it was another Divinity. And and let me tell you, like I know Larian is like not allergic to disturbing trailers because the first Baldur's Gate 3 trailer was also really disturbing. Yes. But damn, they stepped it up in this one. They're like,
yeah,
like we can go darker, guys. We can go more fucked up.
Yeah, but goddamn, like, so yeah, I am curious.
Yeah, very very curious, and they've already confirmed it's gonna be a turn-based RPG. It's gonna be even more ambitious than Baldur's Gate. It will be early access, just like Baldur's Gate was.
I think we'll be playing this in early access.
That'll be very. Yeah, I actually will consider being like, you know what? Maybe I will buy this in early access.
Yeah, I think we should convince Danny to. We have to. We have to.
Yeah, please bring back co-op. For the love of God, please bring back co-op. Co-op was the coolest shit in Baldur's Gate. Even though we never finished it ever, we never even got past Act 1 in any of our co-op playthroughs. But it was really cool to play.
It was so cool to play. Like I mean. It was essentially like D&D with your buds, but over the computer. So it was an easy slam dunk, and they know it. They know exactly what made that game special. So they're gonna do it again. Even Sven Vec was like, "Hey, if you like Baldur's Gate 3, then I think you're gonna like this game." And that bodes well. That bodes well.
Yeah. So we'll wait for 2028 when the actual early access comes out.
Jeez, it's not so far away. It's fine. I'm gonna put aside $60 for the game.
Okay, so then our next game. So this one is For Loop, and this is being developed by. I wish I remember this guy's name, but he was the game director for
Left 4 Dead.
For Left 4 Dead, yeah. Sorry, for Left 4 Dead, and he is coming out with a new 4-player co-op shooter for. PlayStation. It's PlayStation exclusive. It'll be on PlayStation and PC.
Yep.
And seems like it's going to be like a 4-player co-op roguelike game. That's kind of what the impression that I'm getting. Of course, it's going to be like in a sci-fi setting. So it seems like, you die, you get your experience, and then you kind of, you upgrade among the skill tree, and then you hop back in. And I know, like, here, like, a lot of people are kind of giving it shit here, because I know, like, a lot of people they don't really like the direction that it seems to be taking or whatever.
Yeah.
People kind of like have a bias against like, multiplayer games when they're revealed for it. But for me, like, this seems like it could be kind of cool. Like, the idea of a 4-player co-op focused roguelike game is kind of a cool idea in my book.
No, it is a cool idea. And again, it's just when people say, "Oh, like the director for the original Left 4 Dead," it kind of just brings back old wounds from Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, because who knows, right? Like, I'm not ready to kiss the game's ass just yet. I'm just saying I'm going to keep an open mind, right? Because anytime there's a multiplayer co-op game, like I want it to be good because I want to play more games with you.
Exactly. No, I wholeheartedly agree. Actually, as I get older, I really prefer games that I can play with you because it's just more fun when you play with other people. That's why, for all of our faults and for all of the faults of Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, I still get on because I get to play with you. Rage, damn the rage, rage be damned. So I don't care. Now, I just wish that they wouldn't market it as like, oh, like the creative, like the director of the original Left 4 Dead. It's like, no, don't do that because
that creates expectations.
That creates expectations that you will most certainly not meet. Have the game stand on its own merits. And honestly, don't even mention that. Like, don't even mention anything about Left 4 Dead. Just let it play out on its own.
All right. So then for the next one, there's another game that we're both pretty excited for.
Absolutely.
Apprehensively, I would say on my end because it's on a UE5 game, so God only knows how it's going to turn out.
Well, I mean, me too. I mean, yeah, I'm a victim of UE5.
But this was definitely a very interesting reveal because this is 007 First Light revealing the villain of the game. And that would be none other than Lenny Kravitz, which is a very interesting pick for the villain. So he is playing the main villain, whose name is Balma, I believe, and he's supposed to be a pirate.
Yeah,
he has pet crocodiles and stuff, and he has his evil monologue. And of course, James Bond always has to be precariously hanging because the villain can't just shoot him. He has to. He has to throw in that pizzazz, right? He's got to have that showmanship.
Yeah, he has to. Is he going to be the main villain, or is he just going to be like one of the?
I don't know if they specified he's going to be the main villain.
Yeah,
but I do know he will be a villain.
Yeah, because we know that in James Bond, there's the main villain, and then there's like other characters that are dubious. Like James Bond is actually friends with a lot of criminals like drug lords, gun runners, like in the Pierce Brosnan series, that oh my god, the guy that plays Hagrid, I forgot his name. Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly what character you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's like, oh, come on, why you gotta treat me like that, Mr. Bond? You broke my knee. He's like, oh, but let's just let bygones be bygones.
Did he shoot him in the knee? He's like, oh, you shot my knee.
Yeah, like he broke his knee or something like that, and and now they're like the best of friends, and he's a contact for him and stuff, and he actually helps him and shit. So he may end up doing that because I don't know, man. I can't see Lenny Kravitz playing like the main villain. He's gonna be like he's gonna be that cool, morally ambiguous character that helps Bond, in the end by giving him some intel that'll lead him to the actual bad guy's lair or something like that. Because Lenny Kravitz is cool, dude. He can't be the villain.
Yeah, also, it's just like weird. It's like, really? Lenny Kravitz? The musician?
Yeah.
What's a Lenny Kravitz song? I don't even remember. I know I've heard them, but I don't know them by name.
No, draw
Never mind. Never mind. Fuck. I know I've heard them. I know I've heard Lenny Kravitz songs. I just can't remember their names.
Yeah.
I just remember him as the fashion designer from Hunger Games. So I was like, really? That guy? A villain?
Yeah, dude. Well, okay. No, he actually, I know he makes good music because he's known all over the world. So. So yeah, that'll definitely be interesting to see. So this was another reveal that I did not expect. Like, I didn't expect it so soon because we've literally just got Rogue and Marvel Rivals, and then NetEase was like,
"What's up, guys?
Yeah,
it's about time I made Marvel."
Yeah, what if you revealed another character, like just a week or just a few days after Rogue releases. So
Yes.
Marvel Rivals revealed that Deadpool will be coming to season 6. And of course, they had another really well animated trailer for this. Although I will say this does not top the season 4 trailer.
Yes.
But we'll see. There probably will be like a season 6 like opening release trailer. That'll probably be fucking awesome. But that season 4 trailer was amazing. God, I love that trailer so much. Of course.
Yeah, oh my God, of course.
It's Deadpool, so you gotta have some booty shots.
Obligatory ass shot.
And it's Marvel Rivals, because they gotta cash in that Gooner money in some way.
Yeah, bro. But I like that they're appealing to both men and women Gooners. So
Yes, equal representation for all Gooners, right?
I like it. Yeah.
And then they also showed off a more unknown character who blew out our poor boy's head off, and that is Elsa Bloodstone, who is a monster hunter within the Marvel universe. And that is apparently, I learned this, that is her brother in the back named Colin Bloodstone. And like they're both like monster hunters. I can only imagine that her ultimate's gonna be like, instead of Bob, do something, it's be Colin, do something. Because she looks like an Ash. Like she looks so much like Ash to me. Like,
it really does look like an Ash. I could totally see it being a Bab.
Bob, do something.
Bro, watch it be voiced by freaking Jennifer Hale.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But this was definitely a surprise that they'd be teasing season 6 so soon. Although, God, please, like if we have another DPS season, I swear to God.
It's gonna be 2 DPSs, bro. I don't see that being a support character.
I mean, then again, I didn't see Gambit being a support character, and here we are.
Maybe they were just buttering us up, preparing this ahead of time, being like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna give you this because we're gonna screw you guys royally in January." we just put damage characters for 2 damage characters for the season.
Oh, so then next we have Neo 3. Getting yet another trailer. So
yeah,
this is coming out in February, so pretty soon, and there will be a demo in January. So the gimmick for this game is like that you can switch between like your samurai form and a ninja form. It's like 2 separate states that you can enter and fight in. Also, the game has like open fields, not necessarily open world, but it's like open fields that like connects the levels. Think like Hyrule Field and Legend of Zelda.
Okay. Yeah,
kind of like that. So like they're kind of changing the structure of the game, because before it was always level based. You just like picked the level and then you started it. And unfortunately, the level design of those games were kind of shit. They were kind of boring. So hopefully, like this time around, they actually made like an interesting world, like worth exploring around in. Yeah, demo January 29th. And wait, did it say the data will carry over? Oh, demo completion award. Oh, okay, cool. That'll be cool. Hopefully, it's on. Oh, PlayStation 5. Fuck.
Well, you have PS5. You have one.
But I don't want to play it on PS5. I want to play it on PC.
All right, then just play it on PC.
But it's not available on PC. The demo is not available on PC.
That's okay. The Twin Snake will be available on PC. You probably just have to pay like $2 extra or 20. I don't know.
Yeah. So then next on the list was this one was interesting because I would not expect this kind of game to be at the Game Awards. So this is Coven of the Chicken Foot, which is being developed by Wildflower Interactive, which consists of, I think, former Naughty Dog developers. And this is a game about an old lady witch who has to explore the woods with the help of some kind of monster, whatever the hell this thing is.
Yeah.
So this seems kind of interesting just from the premise alone, and also like just how pretty it looks. It looks almost kind of like a storybook. It's kind of like almost like a storybook. So it seems to like explore like these environments. Yeah, so you can see this old lady is slow as shit and can barely like move. Oh, she has chicken feet. That's why. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Manny actually went to go grab something from the fridge and missed this whole trailer, and I was telling him, bro, this old lady's got chicken feet, and he's like, what? Get out of here! No, that's not the case. And then I told him the name of the game. And he's like, no, it's not. Stop fucking with me.
So yeah, like this game personally seems pretty interesting to me, just because it has such an interesting concept and premise to it. Kind of reminds me of The Last Guardian.
Yes.
So it could be like the Last Guardian of the Chicken Foot or something.
The Last
the
Guardian.
last chicken foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so then beyond that, we have here. Oh, so this one's kind of a. It's interesting, but at the same time, it's also kind of a damper because it is apparently a Switch 2 exclusive, and that is the game called Orbitals. And the reason why this game seems so interesting is because look at it, dude. It looks straight up just like an 80s anime to it. Like it's perfectly captures the visual look of like what you expect like out of a 80s anime. It's like that CRT look. Like that fuzzy like CRT look to it, and the characters like are designed like how 80s anime characters would kind of like been designed.
Yeah.
And
no,
also it's another co-op game. Like it looks like it's gonna be like Split Fiction or Take Two, but like 80s anime. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No. I was just agreeing with you. That the game looks good. Honestly, I think this will be one of those educational software.
Well, hopefully it's not exclusive for too long.
I don't know. Nintendo, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so then for the next one, oh, whoops. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Stupid Stream Deck. All right. So we had here a reveal for Control Resonance. Now, I never really played Control. I didn't have too much interest in it. So initially, like the concept of a Control 2 really didn't pique my interest until I saw that it was straight up just a melee action game. Like, oh, okay. So you're just going to turn this into Devil May Cry, but like weird. Because like the Control games are, of course, weird. Like most Remedy games are just really fucking weird. They like making their games weird.
Yeah.
Did you play Control? I don't remember. I could have sworn that. No, you haven't.
No, never played Control. We played
we played Firebreak, FBC Firebreak, which is takes place in the Control universe. And that game's not doing too hot.
No, I think it shut down, didn't it?
No, it hasn't shut down, but it's definitely not doing too hot. And it did result in financial losses for Remedy. I mean, luckily Alan Wake 2 is doing pretty well. And hopefully this game will do pretty well. Because it seems like a really like a cool game. Like I mean, I have cared too much for like playing Control, but I did like the visuals, like aesthetics of it. So like the idea of like taking those unique and like crazy visuals and aesthetics to it and making it into like a Devil May Cry like game with like cool over the top melee action, like that seems really appealing to me. Any thoughts?
I've never played Control, and honestly, like it looks cool, but I was never interested in it. So
okay, so not much. Okay, no, we'll save this for the end. We'll save that for the end because that's.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No, not yet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we mentioned before that Capcom, we think will have a blockbuster year, and this is reason number 2 for that prediction.
So yeah, they revealed the third trailer for Resident Evil 9 with the worst kept secret in gaming, especially since Sony actually leaked this like a few hours before the premiere. Yeah, so once again, Sony just leaking like a fucking cheap ass toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once again, like, you know, you got Grace and you have all like intrigue and stuff, and they're kind of showing off who is ostensibly might be the main villain of it. He's being all mysterious, like, I've waited for you, Grace, for the all that shit, right? And apparently he's probably going to be chasing you around. That seems to be what they're hinting at. But then it cuts to another scene with some voiceovers. And then it shows. God damn it! Oh, that was way later in the trailer than I thought.
Yeah.
Where's our boy? There you go. Yeah. Oh shit. No.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Hang on. All the way. No. All the way.
There you go.
I want to see his foot like coming.
You want to see the whole thing, the whole shebang?
Yeah, bro. Fucking reveal.
Yeah. So surprise! Leon S. Kennedy, the Sex Kennedy, is in RE9.
Yes, is in RE9.
Yes, and apparently he will be seeing equal amounts of playtime between him and Grace. So he'll probably be like the more actiony portions of the game, and then she'll be the horror focus of the game, which I think is a good compromise.
Yes.
And yeah, as you can see here, Leon is visibly older. There's one shot, like he just looks a little bit older here, but there's one shot where like he looks old. Like it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be like in his 40s.
Yeah, he's like in his late 40s, I think.
At this point in the Resident Evil timeline, he's supposed to be old. I mean, honestly, they're all supposed to be old now, except for maybe Rebecca. But
even Rebecca might be like in her 30s.
Yeah, but like, you know, compared to being in your 40s and Chris Redfield being in his freaking 50s probably, but still jacked for some reason.
Hey, 50 years can be jacked. You see Stephen Lang? Stephen Lang's like 60 years old. And that man's swole as shit.
HGH, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, you saw the Grays. Yeah, let's see.
yeah, the Grays, the crow's feet. Although it was kind of funny. I was seeing on Twitter that apparently the director of the game was like, "Yeah, so we had a lot of female staff give us insight into how Leon should look."
Yes. Yup. Yeah, I read the exact same tweet, and I was like, "Huh."
We have a lot of females on staff who are big fans of Leon. They gave us a lot of critical feedback on it. Like, we need to make Leon fuckable. He's still old. We got to make him fuckable. Because I see, he still doesn't dish that boy band haircut.
Look, man.
And still
you
rocking
can do whatever you want. Yeah, man. You can do whatever you want when you survive the incident in Raccoon City on your first day as a police officer. Sorry, but that's impressive in his own right. And by the way, now I have a new jacket that I want to buy.
Yeah. Move over Resident Evil 4 jacket.
Yeah, which by the way, I think they announced that if you buy the deluxe edition, you can get the RE4 skin, the remake. With that.
Oh, is it the remake 4 skin?
Remake 4, the remake 4 jacket skin, the puffy one, the real.
I said 4 skin, remake 4 skin.
Oh fuck! I didn't even realize.
But you know what I meant. Yeah, but I don't like that version. It's too baggy.
Yeah, it's too baggy.
They made it super baggy. It looks super cool in OG.
Yeah. Plus, it was more like it
was fit like tailor made and yeah.
Yeah.
But the RE4 remake one looks it was very baggy. I didn't like the way it looked.
Which, funny enough, I think that's what it's supposed to be in real life, like that bomber jacket. But no, yeah, but I want the one.
I want that tailor fit, physique fitting form, man. I want that. I don't want no baggy ass bomber jacket. All right, so then for the next one, this one, especially for you, because I know you're a big fan.
I'm finally.
Yeah, so we're this is Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. Yeah, Legacy of Atlantis, and this is a remake of the original Legacy of Atlantis.
Yup, dude, look at that. Look how fucking good that looks. Oh, well, yes, of course that looks good. But look at the graphics, bro.
Yeah, them graphics look good.
Oh, wait, go back a bit to the name reveal of Crystal Dynamics. Flying Wild Hog. Yeah. Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, your hog was wild and flying.
Not just mine, dude. Not just mine. Not just mine.
So yeah, this is going to be a whole new remake of Legacy, but this was also not the only reveal. They also revealed that, good God, okay, then she also revealed that there's going to be a new Tomb Raider game coming out after this one.
Yes, which is going to bypass the remake timeline, and it's actually going to be a continuation of Legacy, I believe, which is the Tomb Raider game that came out before they decided to do the reboot. So, I believe, do you know Tomb Raider Legend? Which, by the way, that's actually my favorite Lara Croft game, Tomb Raider Legend.
Okay. Yeah, that was the second reboot, right? That was the first reboot. Because there was the original PS1 ones, and then they rebooted it.
Yeah, to Angel of Darkness, which I love it for nostalgia reasons, but I know that... Ooh.
Yeah. They're going back to basics. This is a back to basics.
Dude, yeah, when I saw I literally said, like, oh, dude, that's it. That's exactly what we've been waiting for. But yeah, so then they did the Angel of Darkness series, which was a lot more like realistic, and you actually had to train Lara in all of her like moves. But then they did like the third reboot with Tomb Raider Legend, and yeah, honestly, that's my favorite. And they're going back to that. Dude, that looks so good. Jesus Christ.
And Laura, the classic Laura with her booty shorts and blue tank top. As God intended.
Hey, dude, it's hot.
As God intended.
It's hot. Yeah, as God intended.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's hot in the jungle.
Yeah, it's hot in the jungle.
Jungle's hot as fuck, boy. Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Gotta stay friend. Also, a lot of people pointed out that, hold on. Fuck. I had a good face shot. Now I lost it. God damn it.
Wait. It's coming up now. Oh, but I think it was coming up. Hang on. Get ready to pause.
No, wait.
I'll pause it. Oh, when she...
There we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, like people were saying like she actually looks a lot like Monica Bellucci. I was like, oh, wow, actually she does. And you know what? Great pick, man.
Yeah.
Monica
Hey,
Bellucci
yes.
is like one of the most beautiful women to ever exist. So
Yeah,
she's
bro,
like
even-
60 something years old and she still looks absolutely terrific.
She's Italian.
Yeah, it's those Italian genes, man. That spaghetti DNA.
You love to see it, bro. But yeah, dude, I'm excited. She looks great. If you want to, do you want to pull up the Catalyst one too? Because I know you mentioned it, but we should probably pull that up.
They showed like it's like a pre-rendered.
Yeah, it was a pre-render, but honestly, it's probably going to be more of the same because they're probably going to take the remake, models and use that.
Yeah,
Tomb Raider
here's
Catalyst.
Catalyst. There you go. This one was it's. So yeah, this one was Catalyst. Yeah, so she's wearing like her pants this time. Yeah, so she's closer to like her new reboot
Yeah.
look.
But dude, and she has her double guns back. That's something that frustrated me with the new Tomb Raider. They did not give her double handguns.
Yeah,
like that.
it was all about the bow and arrow.
Bro, it like I thought like, oh, I would work with it, and then I would work for it in the first one. Wait, look at this. Hell yeah. Gaming icon right there. Like cut, print, that's a trailer right there.
So you'll definitely be. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it too. I've never really played a Tomb Raider game. I've always wanted to play the OG ones.
So they actually re-released the anniversary edition.
Yes, I know.
For the original.
Yeah,
Yeah, so honestly, like for the holiday sale, you could probably pick it up for like 99 cents. All three of them. So
For real?
I'd get into that. Just don't get Angel of Darkness. But you can get
I don't think they even have Angel of Darkness on PC. I think even Crystal Dynamics is like, no, we're not gonna touch that one.
You're like,
Yeah, because that one had a notoriously bad development cycle.
like I said, for nostalgia purposes, I really enjoyed that game because it's one of the games that I watched my dad play. So,
and so this is the next reveal, which was Exodus, which is not Mass Effect, with Matthew McConaughey voicing some character in it.
hell yeah! All right.
All right, yeah. So this is supposed to be a sci-fi actions RPG that's kind of like Mass Effect, like I said. It's gonna have a lot of space travel and stuff. You're gonna be fighting ancient aliens and shooting guns and all that good stuff. Not gonna come out for a while. They're gonna come out to 2027. Although it's funny that it looks like pretty far along so far because they're showing a lot in this trailer, and they've been advertising this for a while. So I imagine this is gonna be like an early 2027 release if it doesn't get any delays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, like transforming guns, space bears. What the fuck's a bear doing in space?
Yeah.
So yeah, this seems to be really cool. I'm really interested to see like how it goes further along, but it seems like it's gonna be scratching that Mass Effect itch. Are we waiting for this? We're waiting for this for Mass Effect 5. God, please let Mass Effect 5 be good. If it even gets finished, the Saudis don't go, all right, we're closing this shit down.
Dude, please, like, Liara is gonna be in it. You can't do this to me.
Our space wife.
Well, mine. Yours is different. I know who you picked.
I like Liara. That was my favorite. What are you talking about? That was my favorite too.
Wasn't it you that chose Tally? Didn't you say Tally was?
Tally like second.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Then who the fuck?
The first time I played the game, I romanced Ashley all the way through.
Oh yeah, you little xenophobe, you.
I was Ashley all the way through. Then it was the R after that, and then I wanted to do Tally, but I never got around to Tally. Mm. But I did watch like most of her romance scenes, and I love them.
Yeah.
But I digress. So the next one, continuing the space theme, we had Star Wars. Oh shit! Star Wars Galactic Racer. It's another pod racing game. Now this is pod racing, as they say.
Now this is pod racing.
So this is being developed by I think former Burnout devs, I want to say, or Need for Speed devs. So like this is definitely being made by people who know how to make racing games.
Yes. So at least in the announcement before they unveiled it, Jeff Keighley did say, this is a new game from the makers of Need for Speed and Burnout, and I was like, oh, okay, another racing game probably. And then we saw that it was pod racing, and I was like, oh, okay. Now this I can play. This is a racing game I could play for sure. Honestly, if they play their cards right, they can beat out Mario Kart. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know about that. Mario Kart always sells like a fucking bajillion copies. Dude,
Yeah, but
Mario
Star Wars is a
Kart, Mario
pretty
Kart
big-
8 sold 60 something million copies.
Yeah,
Or
but
70
Star
million.
Wars is a pretty big IP. You know, all they gotta do is not fuck the game up, and it's an easy.
It's not
an
hitting
easy
70
blockbuster.
million. And Sebulba!
Bro, yes. They knew exactly what they were doing with that reveal.
They knew exactly what they were doing with that reveal. Okay, and speaking of,
right, so
we had people who knew what they were doing with the reveal, other people who did not know so well what to do with the reveal. So this was the big final reveal, right? The big showstopper that Geoff Keighley put in. I don't know why. I guess they paid a shitload of money for this spot, but
they must have paid a fuckload of money because god damn it.
yeah, they must have paid a boatload of monies to piss off Titanfall fans because Geoff was on stage and he was like, you know, this game was really exciting to reveal. It's being made by former Titanfall fans, and they've been able to keep this in secret for so long. You know, usually when we reveal stuff, it's always months and years away, but I'm so excited to reveal this game that's going to come out very, very soon. That game is High Guard. Yeah, it's all High Guard, right? Yeah, it's all High Guard. Right. So the internet is not having it because apparently this is yet another hero shooter. It seems that this is the return of Concord. It's returned for a third time. Except now it has come in the form of High Guard. Let me get to the actual trailer. So first it's like, oh, it's a fantasy game, I guess. And then he summons a horse and we're like, wait, what the fuck? Okay, so he's summoning a horse and wait, what the he's got an AK, okay, so now he's going through like this open field and like doing a bunch of Call of Duty stuff. So it's like, wait, is this a battle royale game? Okay, and then you have people fighting over like this sword here, and like, okay, so like, is it like it's a battle royale? It's like an extraction shooter. I don't really know what's going on. And then they get the sword, and then from the sword, and then summon a fucking giant siege tank out of nowhere, and then they just blow a bunch of buildings, and then this guy screams. And then he has a revolver. So it's like, okay, cool, I guess. I'm just not sure what the fuck I'm looking at here. All I know is that this is yet another hero shooter when we're already pretty fucking saturated in the hero shooter market.
Very saturated.
Yeah, so this was definitely a very head-scratching reveal. This is going to be free to play. Yeah, it's going to be Dead on Arrival. I should say DOA on January 26th.
Yeah, January 26th.
Because ain't no way this game is going to do well. I cannot imagine a scenario where
well, I can't even imagine what that game must be like.
I don't even know what it's like. They're all like, oh, this is going to push FPS games forward. It's going to redefine them. Like, okay, but like, I have no clue what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, but like, how are you going to do it? You know, like, what big game mechanic are you going to, reveal?
Because all of a sudden they're running on horses. I'm like, is this paladins? Like, what the fuck? Why are they running on horses? And then all of a sudden they're like shooting each other and looting stuff. Like, okay, so it's just a battle royale or extraction shooter. And then they get the sword and then they summon this big ass tank. And like, what the fuck is going on at this point?
No, bro, they lost me. They lost me so hard.
I mean, it's just the fact that it's yet another hero shooter. Like, do we really need another fucking hero shooter?
Yes, we absolutely need a
Was
hero
Concord
shooter.
not a lesson already? Did we not learn our lesson from Concord? Oh, okay, sure.
No, actually, people have already made memes. You know that like poorly drawn horse?
Yeah.
The 3 different parts. They call it the Concord Trilogia. With
I've heard people call this concourse.
Concord.
Concourse.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. But dude, so it's the poorly drawn horse in 3 parts. Concord is first, then it's Marathon, and then it's High Guard. In the front.
But
Dead
yeah,
on
this
Arrival.
was what the fuck? Okay. Wow. probably like, especially compared to last year, this is probably like the worst final reveal like ever, dude. Like, imagine if Fate of the Old Republic was the final reveal, or Divinity was the final reveal.
Yeah, bro.
That would have been like a great way to end the show. A fantastic way to end the show, but I guess, Larry and Casey Hudson didn't pay top dollar for it, so they didn't get it. But Lord knows High Guard did, right? They gotta get you in that hype, right? Please play our game, or free to play hero shooter. I mean, hey, at least you know what? I'll give them credit for this. It's a step up from Concord because it's free to play. Right? They already did one thing infinitely better.
Yeah, but we already know how free to play games end up being. So, ya no puedo más. Yeah, I can't with the shit, dude. Fucking bad.
And it'll be very interesting to see what happens to Concourse, to High Guard when it comes out.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I mean that pretty much covers everything.
Yeah, we covered all the reveals.
Yeah, that wasn't all the reveals. That was the ones because like obviously like they had a bunch of ads, and then they had the gotcha game ads that they got to show where they all look the fucking same to me. Then they had the Street Fighter like movie reveal. They had that too, which went on for way too fucking long. Like they were on there for like a long time, just yapping away. Like, come on, guys, just show the fucking trailer and that's it.
Yeah. Actually, dude, Warhammer 40K. Total War.
Bro,
shit! I literally. It's
I
funny
forgot. Oh my god!
I had my list, and I was like, okay, yeah, we hit that. They have the.
Oh shit! My bad. I totally forgot.
So they also. Sorry, my bad, guys. Before we go, one more game. So, yeah, me and Jesse are actually both fans of the Total War series. Actually, I think it's the only like strategy game that Jesse likes to play. And
in that style, I like RTS games.
RTS game?
Yeah, I like RTS games.
Yeah, I know you do. That's what I said. Well, you don't like Civ, which is like a grand strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think this counts as grand strategy, but whatever. The point is, we're getting Total War in the 40K universe. We can finally fight for the Emperor on a massive scale. Oh, that was so satisfying. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, because they already did Warhammer regular, Warhammer like Fantasy Warhammer Total War, so it makes sense that they would do this next. I'm really interested to see like how the battles would like play out, because Total War was just of Empire. All of them are like melee based, so you kind of like you march your soldiers up together, and you have them clash together and fight each other. You get your archers like in the back line shooting them, and then you try and get your cavalry around to the side to get for a flank and stuff. And Warhammer 40K is still pretty melee focused, but then you have like shit like tanks and mechs. And so it's gonna be very interesting to see like how it plans out. That's not even including like all the different factions and how wildly different every single faction can be, because you have Space Marines and you have the Orcs, you have the Eldar, the Dao, the Necrons, right? You have all these different factions that all have vastly different units. So it'll be interesting to see like how those RTS situations happen, or even like how the grand strategy situations happen, because you have like your city management, and like how is that going to play out?
So they snuck a peek at the map itself, and it looks like you're going to be going from planet to planet on the grand map. I don't know if it'll show it here.
Okay, that makes sense. So it'll be planet based.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So you're on a planet here.
Oh, okay. Now
there you go.
Dude, yeah. I kind of missed a little bit of the trailer, so I didn't see the back end of it.
Yeah, no, look at this, dude.
Oh, wow!
Dude, my graphics card is gonna take a shit.
Wait, so like,
you're there?
Can you?
On a planet.
Oh, it says and. Oh, okay. So it seems like this is the map, right? So it seems like it's gonna zoom in on the action, and then it's gonna be able to just immediately. Oh, that's gonna be kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah, let it unpack, and then see you got different.
Okay.
So I guess it is going to be planet based. Which, dude, there's a fuckload of planets, so there's like no shortage.
Oh yeah, no, there will definitely not be any shortage.
Praise the Omnissiah.
Praise the Omnissiah. All right, so
glory to the Emperor.
All right, so how about you sign us off?
Absolutely, for the Emperor. Alrighty. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Two Bar Connection. We really appreciate you guys watching our podcast. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed the episode. Subscribe to our channel for updates, and also leave a comment down below if there's any news you want us to cover, or if there's other games you want us to play. The best way to watch us is wearing your glasses. The best way to watch us is on YouTube, but we do have audio only versions of the podcast on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify. We do have social media on Twitter. No, we will not call it X. And you can find us at our Twitter handle at 2Bar Podcasts. So give us a follow and tag us in some memes. We love memes.
Yes, guys. So once again, I'm sorry. You done?
No, that was just...
I thought that was it. Okay. So once again, guys, thanks for listening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Peace.
For the Emperor.
For the Emperor.